Hello everyone and welcome to My Hobby Home. My name is Cathy. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am at it again. We are working, or I am working on the pressed flowers quilt. I'm trying to finish it. This is the quilt that was before Peaceful Baskets. I've just not finished it. I am not finishing in the colors. I'm just going to get started on this. I did do a little pre-work. I pinned on two sides here. Yeah, there you go. I pinned two of my sides on there. And so what I'm going to do, I kind of centered them. I am just going to get my needle down in this and start sewing, guys, because I want to get this finished. It's probably not going to be today, but I do hope that it is this week sometime. Because I have quite the plans. I have something in the works, and it's pretty spectacular. I'm excited about it. What I'm trying to do right now is just keep everything even, which it doesn't look like that bottom piece is even. I may have to pin it in more than one place to make sure it stays even. I'm looking around to see if I have my little caddy cutter. I'm sure I do. I'm sure it's in this tray right here with me. What I'm going to do is just sew these onto one side and then press them all out. And then I will, and here I am cutting the thread. That's not my intention. But I will go ahead and cut that just to see if that worked. It looks like it did. I will go ahead and, well, I'm going to go ahead and sew this other side, because I'm not pressing until I have them all done, you know, on both sides. My goodness, my fabric does not want my hands to grab a hold of it, it looks like. You have those days. I'm guessing everybody has them, I'm sure. But I hope everyone is having a fabulous day. We fared pretty decent with the tornadoes and all that came through. Our area did not get what, well, it got worse than what we were anticipating. But we didn't get the tornadoes like South Louisiana did. So that we are grateful for, but I'm hoping everybody in South Louisiana is fine. I have a niece that lives a couple hours south of us, and it seems like when a tornado comes through, it always comes through where she lives. I'm not, I just about cut it again. But I hope everyone else is safe. I know those that are over in Texas, they got some pretty difficult weather also. Okay, I'm going to have to raise my needle and all up for this. I'm going to have to cut the fabric, cut the thread. I'll have to do that to each one. So, because I have this piece that hangs off and it does not sew very well. If I have a piece of thread under it, it doesn't like to take that under there. But I'm just winging this today, y'all. I got up at 4:30 this morning, and I was like, I really want to get this done. So I pinned this fabric, and then I had to go to work. But like I said, I have something coming down the pike that's pretty, it's going to be pretty amazing. Right now, I'm in a decision process on it. Can't really tell you what it is, but it is achieving a goal. So, maybe that'll help. That'll give you an idea what I'm doing. And for everyone that is in our Sewalong, I really appreciate you joining our group on Facebook. We're really not yet full-fledged into the group yet, you know, but hopefully we'll start receiving, well, we have been receiving some updates. When you make an update, please make sure to make it in the post for the Sewalong. That way we can keep all the photos and stuff together. I don't even know which side I'm sewing first, but I don't really think it matters which side I'm sewing first, because they're both going to be sewn and pressed before I do the next two sides. But for the Sewalong, I did finally get my fabrics cut. Finally. That is exciting. And only a couple days away from our Saturday morning Sewalong. I thought I was still going to be cutting fabric with you guys Saturday morning. But I actually got it cut. So that's progress. That's how I see it. As long as I'm making progress, I'm happy. And if I'm getting to sew every day just a little bit, that's progress. Because I'm getting something done. And even if I'm not sewing, even if I'm cutting fabric or pressing fabric or marking fabric, as long as I'm doing something to, you know, progress my projects, I'm happy. I thought I was going to have me a Friday that I was going to get to do that, but I have the grandbaby again Friday. Their normal sitter seems to have lots of appointments and stuff on Friday, and I love my grandbaby, but sometimes I need a work day too, because this is hard to do during the week while I work my 40-hour job. And I came in today from work and I'm sewing. And I do like to sew a little bit, but I don't normally record during the week if I can help it. But being that I had him 2 days this past weekend, I had no recording day. So now I'm trying to catch up I thought I had a 5-day weekend. I was going to catch up and get ahead. No, that didn't happen. I love keeping my grandbaby, but I can't do it every weekend. Every Friday, because normally Friday is my recording day. And Friday's also my running day, and I can't do my running with him because as soon as I pick him up, he's ready for his early morning nap. Because once he has that first feeding in the morning, about an hour later, he's ready to sleep. And when he gets sleepy, he gets very fussy. Very. So my sewing is probably going to be a little bit behind, and probably so is my recording. I keep telling my daughter she needs to just put that baby in daycare because he needs to be acclimated to children anyway. Especially in order for him to go to school, he needs to be acclimated to children. But his daddy doesn't want him in daycare, and all 3 of my kids were in daycare. And they did just fine. But their daycare was like a preschool. It wasn't like a babysitter. It was like a preschool. They actually had lesson plans. They had semesters and all that. So I'm hoping she can get him into something like that. Because he's a smart little old thing. He'll watch you do something and he'll know how to do it. Yeah, I'm trying to get these out of the way over here. I probably need to be pulling them back in my stack so I can sew both pieces on. But I'll have to pause you when I do that because I'll have to move around because I've got some over here on my ironing board, some over here behind the machine. Now, obviously, some of these are kind of getting off. I don't know why, because I know I'm pulling that fabric when I'm going to sew it, so it's not loose, but it's ended up being loose. So I'm hoping it's still going to be centered for me. Okay, I think this is the last one for this side, and then I'll turn them over and do the other side. Now, I am going to try to keep my recording time down to an hour, because that's the perfect length. Once I edit out pressing and things like that, you still get about a 20 to 30 minute video. So that's a nice amount of time to get to sew during the week. And if I wasn't needing to record for you guys, I probably would only say 30 minutes in the evening just to get a little bit of something done. But being that I know I'm not going to get to record Friday, I needed to go on and get this. But y'all will be seeing this before Friday. This is because I didn't get to record last Friday or Saturday. I almost want to break out in song. Tell me something good. So y'all tell me something good. Tell me something good that's going on right now for you. Are you getting a project completed that you have been wanting to complete, that you've had it on your table for a long time? That's this project for me. I have one that I want to start, but I won't start it until I get this one completed. Because I want my box emptied out. And it actually don't. It's probably not going to be emptied out before I start the other one, because I'll probably still need to bind it. I think I'm taking this one to be long armed. But my new project that I'm going to be doing, once I get this off my table, I will be able to do the new one. It's going to be a quilt. I'm very excited about doing it. And y'all may actually see that video before you see this one completed. Or if I complete this one, I may send it on to the long arm and then start the other one. And I know y'all probably think I've lost my mind for cutting these off, but I can't start another one on the machine with this point on the end of it. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, and I don't do leaders and enders. It's too much confusion, too much on my machine. I'm just not going to do that. I've tried and it confuses me too much. And I mean, even when I have another block still on there, I cannot get that point on there without it trying to sew it to the other point that's coming off of it. So that's why I cut it off every time. And y'all, I've been watching deals. Oh, I failed again today, but that's okay. It was a very small fail, but it is a line of fabric that I have wanted My local quilt shop does not have it. So I ordered it online today. It was on sale, a really good sale. So I ordered it. Yes, I did. I'll probably be seeing it in about 3 weeks. And y'all, my open gate quilt box was sent to the wrong town. So we have 2 towns here that has the same first name, you know, like New York and New Haven. Well, they sent it to the wrong one. And so now I have to wait for that to make its way to me. I did contact Creative Notions about their box. It is delayed. They had a fabric order that will not be in until the end of next week, I think is what she told me. Which that's kind of upsetting because I thought the whole idea of the every other month, and it's a fabulous box, just don't get me wrong. I'm like a kid in a candy store waiting on that box. So it's just a little disappointing that 2 of my 3 subscription boxes that I get is late. Now, of course, I get cotton cuts. That, to me, is not a subscription box. That's a quilt box. That's not a box yet. Well, it will be. It'll be a fabric box when I get mine. But as far as boxes that I get, and I'm getting too many projects over here, but I am working them, y'all. I'm working these projects down. That's why I said I've got another project, because if you remember what my goal was at the beginning of the year, and we're working on it, was to smash my stash, and my project boxes are included in that because they have fabric. Now, one of my things I'm thinking is maybe to not use the fabric with the pattern. On some of them, I don't need a lot of table toppers. I just don't need that. I don't use table runners because I just don't. To me, that encourages my cats to get on the table, and no, I'm not doing that. Because they already like to lay on the table toppers. They like to lay on anything. So, as of right now, the dining table is a safe place for not to have that. But I don't want to encourage them. Because anything like that, they think is a bed. Yeah, I think we're making pretty good time here. I guess it pays off to get up at 4:30 in the morning and start pinning in preparation to sew. My plan was to sew this when I came home this evening. Okay, it looks like my thread has broken. So let's try this again. Well, nothing is going to happen if I don't thread my needle. That worked a little better. So now we're just about done with sewing that second side on. Y'all, it is so nice to think that I am just about to get done with pressed flowers. This is the first subscription, well, not the first subscription box I got, but this is the first sew-along thing that I did out of a subscription box. Now, I did get cotton cuts probably in about October of no, sooner than that. It had to be sooner than that. Because I've done the Carnival and I'm working on the Tree of Life and just ordered the Wild West Puzzle Mystery Quilt. So that's 3 seasons. So fall, spring, fall. So yeah, that'll be a year. Now this this set may be above somebody's skill level. I never knew about levels. I've been one of those that if I saw something that I wanted to sew, I just figured it out. I never thought about beginner, intermediate, none of that. I mean, I just jump in there and tackled it. Because if that was the case, I would have never done my first quilt that I did. Never. I mean, it was a jelly roll quilt, but just by looking at it, I thought it was beautiful. It was kind of a zigzaggy pattern. And I was clueless on how to put all of that together. But guys, I hope you're enjoying a little sew-along going on, the chit-chatting. Feel free to leave me questions if you have any type of question you'd like me to answer. And I can do that during my videos. I don't mind doing that at all. Whew. I'm sitting here about to be trimming some threads. See, I do trim as I go. If I catch a thread that's kind of hung up there, I'll trim it off. But I am going to press and be right back. Okay, y'all. I now have all of the blocks with the first set of sides on it. And with all that pressing and everything, we're almost at an hour. So I'm going to just sit here and talk with you a little bit because I will be editing this video down. You'll probably get about 15-20 minutes out of it because that pressing took a long time. But I do want to tell you about a video to be watching for probably tomorrow. It will be, let's see, yes, very possibly tomorrow. I have a little secret to tell y'all, so you got to tune in to it. So, looks like right now I am making baby steps on my pressed flowers. It is so beautiful, though. I am so excited to be getting this done. I may not bring you guys along for all of it that I get done, But I will be bringing you back at least one more time on this pressed flowers, so you can see my progress. There will be updates on it, so y'all will see that. So guys, thank you for taking time out of your busy day. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, have a very blessed day. Goodbye.